Okay, so now going to look quickly at the if statement. Alright, so firstly to look at the if, we're going to compare some numbers. So just convert it to n1, make it 5, n2 equals 10, and let's do int n3 equals 15. Right, so now we can compare these three values. Right, so the if statement, simply we write if, and we're going to put a conditional inside here. Now this conditional is basically just something that's going to return true or false. We don't even have to actually put it in like this. What we could do is put a Boolean statement here and say something like, or let's actually put another int here. Let's call it n4, make it also equal to 5. We can move that down there. So once again, just a identifier that we're giving a name there. So I can test now whether n1 is equal to n2. This is basically bracketed, and so if this is true, that'll set the Boolean here, test, to be true. Let's change this to 4, just to make sure here, and then we're going to use this as the test, and we can put a SOP here and just say it's true. Right, so if we run it, we'll see that it returns it's true. If this isn't true, so let's make this n2, so now obviously 5 is not equal to 10, and so if we run it, we'll see that nothing gets returned. If we want to get something to be returned, we can put an else statement in. Else's just basically do, if this isn't true, then we run whatever in the else. So we'll put here that it's false. And so if we run it now, we'll see it returns it's false. But we don't have to do this whole Boolean thing before there. We don't need that. So we can just, I'm just going to comment it out. We can just do the test inside here. Once again, all it's doing is checking that is n1 now equal to n4. Remember that to do a conditional, we use a double equals, where a single equals is just for assignment. So if we run this, we'll then see it says it's true. Now there are several different conditional statements we can use. We've got the equals to. We also have less than. In this case, it's going to return as false because n1 is obviously not less than n4. What we can do is also less than and equal to. So if it's less than or equal to, we'll now return it's true, because obviously 5 and 5, they're equal. What we can also do is change it to something like n3. So if we're n3, we're now talking about the 15. So we're testing the 15 and the 5 here. So if we run them, we'll see it's false, because n3, 15, is not less than 5. Right, we also have a few others. We can also use greater than. So in this case, it's going to return it's true, because obviously 15 is greater than 5. This can also be greater than and equal to, in which case it will also return true. And so that's when we're testing numbers against each other. When we start getting to strings, it does get a little bit more tricky, because